Hey everyone, welcome back to the Little Shop of Hoarders, PDX Picker channel. My name's Chris. We're going to pull some orders sold for me on eBay and Poshmark. Talk about how the end of the year ended up for me, or how it's going anyway, because it's December 31st. So by the time you all watch this, it'll be well into the new year, but Happy New Year nonetheless. Alright, so I am way under the weather. I am day 3 of getting the norovirus, which is running rampant across the nation. I really hope that those of you watching out there have not got it, or if you have, you're well past the recovery mode. It is not fun, let me tell you. It is, it's just not fun when it happens, and then the few days afterwards is just a lot of, for me anyway, lightheadedness and nausea and just no energy and can't really eat anything, and life is not very fun, let me tell you. So, of course, that has had quite a negative impact on my reseller world. Run out of my bank of drafts quite quickly, so I haven't been able to post any new listings since probably 4 days ago or so. Well, no, it's about, what am I talking about? My brain is all messed up. It was 3 days ago, but anyway, I'm out here. I did pull one order to ship yesterday because I just really needed to ship it. But the rest of the orders, I could have waited a little bit longer, so we're out here today. Good sales weekend in spite of not listing anything, so that is good. Let's go ahead and start pulling those orders. First item that sold might be a familiar sight to a lot of you longtime watchers. Finally sold my Applause Mario 1989 vintage Applause Mario plush. I picked this up for $20 at an estate sale and took an offer for $90 on this guy. So took a little bit longer to sell than I anticipated, but it's also because I just barely turned on offers. I was hoping to get that full price that I was asking for of $119.95. But in the end, it wasn't meant to be, and I just went ahead and took an offer for $90 on that one. So still a good profit, just not as high as I'd hoped, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes we get a little too, I didn't want to get too attached to the guy. I mean, he's neat, he's fun. He did take up space on the shipping table. That was kind of annoying. I put him there because I wanted to get some enjoyment out of him before he sold. He's cool, he's neat. But it's time for him to go to a better place. I had bought these Fiesta-ware items at a garage sale. I bought a whole bunch of things for 20 bucks. A bunch of plates, bowls, some mugs. Listed some mugs, and I think I've sold one set of them for right around, I don't know, $15 or $20. And I really wasn't that interested in listing some of the plates and things because they're just not as good as I thought they were in terms of their resale value. But I did pick 2 items out of there, one which sold quite quickly. This is a periwinkle blue is what they call this, a footed bowl. It's like a serving dish, sold for $24.99. So that will get all my money back, plus with the mugs that already sold, we are into the profit for sure. And I have this butter dish. The butter dish is the other item that I sold, like a covered butter dish. That one has some decent value and some decent interest in it as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and, when that sells, I might just donate the rest, the mugs and the plates, because, well, you know, just don't know if it's worth taking the time. I just delisted a bunch of plates that I had listed for a long time. It was in box 5. Because sometimes they're just slow sellers if they're not the right kind. I know Fiesta-ware isn't as a decent brand, but these are kind of mismatched colors and things of that nature. I don't know if it's gonna, I'll try. Let me put it this way. I just came to a decision. I will try to list them for just a couple of months, but then if I don't get any action, I'm gonna delist them. Like these right here, I have this set of 3 cobalt blue mugs. Had these listed for about 3 months, not getting any action. Probably gonna delist those here sooner than later. Sold this pair of Nike Flyknit golf shoes. They have really weird spikes, if you want to call it that, on the bottom. They're spikeless spikes is the proper term, but I guess I picked these up for $12.99 at my thrift store. Did not clean them up very well, but whatever. Anyway, those sold for $31.96 plus shipping. So they were in my sale, and in spite of it not really being golf season, they sold. Well, let me tell you, just talking. It's taken all the energy out of me. I am not a very good patient. I'm whiny. I'm a bit of a diva when it comes to my illnesses. I just don't want to do anything. Which, of course, the worst thing about that is, you know what? Life doesn't really care if you don't want to do anything, because there's still a ton of things that need to go on, including this resale business. Probably one of the worst times to have a reselling business, in my mind, is when you are sick. Because you just know that you have to do stuff. You, at the very least, have to ship. You know, you're supposed to be listing and all these things. My YouTube channel I basically ignored for the last week or so. It's going to be about a week between uploads. Partly that was due to Christmas, and partly that was due to my illness. But anyway, it's just kind of one of the downsides of the reselling business, I'd say. This here sold. Yeah, that's coming through pretty good. This is like a machinist type tool. It's a set of depth rods, micrometer depth rods. So you measure the depth of things. Picked these up for $2 at an estate sale, and they sold for $17.75 plus shipping. Took an offer on that. I didn't know what they were, but they were $2. There were a lot of micrometers and things that ended up not being really worth anything. So that was a bit of a bummer, but I still made out okay at this estate sale that I went to. Another thing that is just going crazy around here is I need to clean up in here really bad. I just got inventory everywhere. Unlisted inventory is creeping and creeping. I got myself a new computer for kind of a business Christmas present for myself. It's for the editing purposes. My video editing takes a large amount of CPU processing power, or I don't know what it takes, but it takes a lot of it, and my original computer was okay at it, but not great. And you know, I still don't make a dime off of YouTube. And right now what I need to do is I need to get my viewing hours up. So for those of you that are watching, appreciate it so much, because you're getting me ever so closer to getting my required viewing hours up to what YouTube wants. But anyway, like I said, I bought a new computer, but now I have a bunch of junk all over the place from that. I've got monitor boxes, and I just tripped on another box. Just things all over the place, just little things all over the place. It's very annoying, very frustrating. But anyway, this here item sold right here. It's an LL Bean extra large, tall, like a shacket kind of a thing, fleece lined shirt jacket. Sold for $39.95 on the eBay. And it's funny, this is the second time I've sold this, and I almost did the same thing I did the first time, which is shipped the wrong item. I have two of these LL Bean shirt jackets, and when I sold the first one on Poshmark, and when I shipped the wrong one. And then when I went to pull this one today, I, again, almost pulled the wrong one. So, anywho, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't that much. It's probably $6 would be my guess. I get these at almost all my vintage LL Bean or older LL Bean stuff I get at this church rummage sale that I have every couple of years, or every year that I go to. Nice sale, and I'm glad that I actually remembered to pull the right one. Here's the Poshmark order. Got two of them. Poshmark's still going well. Still going really well for me. Obviously, man, just stuff everywhere. These fell over, knocked this thing over. This place is a disaster around here. And of course, I have little to no capability to clean it up. And then I feel bad because, of course, this is highly contagious. My son got it first, my youngest son. And we all were spared for like 3 or 4 days, and then I got it. And then everyone was spared for like 2 days, and then unfortunately I passed it to Jonas. So far, Aiden hasn't got it, and Courtney, my wife, hasn't got it, so it's just poor Noah, Jonas, and I. But it is just not fun. Anyway, you know, I was gonna have Jonas help me out with a lot of the things in here, but I can't even. Well, now he's too sick to do it, but even if he wasn't, I barely have the energy to direct him, to kind of manage him and tell him what to do. But anyway, these finally sold. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but these are some Nike Air Max Correlate. Picked these up for $1 at a yard sale. For some reason, they were just selling all their shoes for $1. I cleaned them up. I mean, they looked a lot worse when I bought them. And those sold for $40 plus shipping on Poshmark. Still, you know, got some stainages here and there, but overall still some really nice pair of shoes. And $1 turned into 40. Still can't complain about that. Still bummed about, well, I'm not bummed, but I understand why, but I'm a little bit, I really liked that short, tiny little window where Poshmark was charging sellers lower fees, because 20% is a lot. It is a lot to pay for fees, but it's better when you pick an item up for $1. I have another pair of these shoes that I just sold. I thought I had it too, or at least I thought the ones that sold were these. But anyway, they're obviously not. Just a weird random aside, because the box that I'm going to pull this next item had those shoes in them as well. Sorry for not having any sort of real oomph or pizzazz in this video. Who knows, maybe people will like it, and they'll like my personality better in this one. Probably not. Who knows? Anyway, this pair of Carhartt jeans sold. Women's size 8 regular. Kind of weird. I've never seen this showing up. This small Carhartt tag before, but got these at the Goodwill outlet. They're right around £2, so paid $3.58 for them. And took an offer on Poshmark and sold them for $18 plus shipping. So after fees, it's $14.40. So not too bad on that one. Couldn't remember when or how much I paid for them, so I hemmed and hawed a bit on whether or not to take the offer, and it turned out to be a good one. I mean, not great, but anytime, you know, basically tripling your money or 4xing your money is not too bad after fees and everything. Box 13. Box 13. My brain is, I'm having a real tough time remembering the box from the time I look at my phone and turn around. It's gone in like a second. Sold my second pair of these Pearl Izumi gloves. These are warm weather, or no, cold weather bicycling gloves. Picked these up for $5 at a estate sale. Sold a blue pair for $24.95 and this pair as well for $24.95. These are mediums. The other ones were, I believe, larges. But these ones are in a little bit better condition. Either way, $25. And then this one surprised me. I guess this might be more of a collector thing, less of a Halloween thing. But I sold a mask. It's like the first mask I have sold. And we're, you know, December 31st. But this one is made by, I guess, somebody who's famous in the mask making community. And boy, it is a creepy one. This one right here, picked this up for $4.99 at my favorite thrift store. And you can tell it's huge. It like hangs way down onto your chest. And I think that is kind of his trademark. The gentleman that makes these, his name is Mario Chiodo. Mario Chiodo is the name of the mask maker. It's from 2007. No, maybe that's not his trademark. Because this is called Stretch Jaw, is the name of this mask. But anywho, I bought it for $4.99, sold that for $34.95 plus shipping. I ended up selling 2 more of my wood oils, clay and neutral. So I bought all these for basically right around $2.50 each from a flooring company that was going out of business, and they had an auction. And these are all not made anymore. Bona does not make this, and there are people that I think know that this was a good product, a good high quality product, and so they either still want it because of that, or maybe they have a floor that they know is already treated with this. It's just a wood floor like treatment, like like a stain, if you will. So anyway, these both sold to the same buyer. And those are one of the few items that I actually promote the listing on, with the idea behind that hopefully they'll show up in Google searches, because the people that are looking for these, I highly doubt their first thought is to come to eBay. My thought would be to look at, flooring supply companies, kind of like the one that went out of business. But anyway, those sold total combined $224.92 plus shipping for the 2 of them, so whatever, $112 each. They are promoted at about a 10%. I don't know. Maybe it's like a 9% rate, so about $10 off on each of those from the promoted listings. But still, and everything is pure profit at this point, even though $2.50 for each of those, you're not too worried about the cost of goods. But those are a really nice sale on that. And the big sales item of the day. And then last item of the day, a bunch of really good sales. Not a ton. I think I only had 11 sales, but the dollar amount was really good for me anyway. This next item, or last item of the day, I got it at an estate sale for $5. Didn't really know what it was. I mean, it was an RC car, I could tell that, but didn't know if it had any value. Essentially this guy right here, this is the top of it. And here are the rest of the pieces in there. We got everything for the most part for the car. There is no remote control, but I don't know if there's everything here for the car. I went ahead and took pictures of it and listed it as parts only. I just didn't want to take the time to try and figure out how to even charge the battery, Kind of made an executive decision, and it worked out. I still sold it for $54.95 plus shipping in like a week. This is a Latrax, L-A-T-R-A-X rally car. I believe it is probably expensive new. I don't know. Very in demand, maybe especially this time of year around Christmas. But that's sold for $54.95 plus shipping. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for getting those watching hours in for me. Please like this video if you did. Subscribe to my channel to get some more videos like this in the future. Really hope you're not going to get sick like me. And if you do, get over it quickly. Or if you're in the middle of it right now, I wish you the swiftest and fastest recovery possible. But happy health to all of you out there. Thank you so much. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.